US to North Korea, we will attack if you do any of these 5 things. The US has laid out its red lines to North Korea, and warned it will attack if Kim Jong-un crosses them. America will launch a preemptive strike against the Hermit Kingdom if it attacks a military base or gets anywhere near developing a missile capable of reaching the US mainland, Donald Trump's UN ambassador has revealed. The US also warned Crazy Kim's trigger-happy regime against testing any other missiles, any nuclear weapons, or taking any other provocative action. It is the first time Trump's administration has laid out the conditions which it would force it to act. Unfortunately, the tubby tyrant is expected to cross at least one of the red lines today. Nikki Haley, U.S. ambassador to the UN, warned Kim against picking a fight with America and giving us a reason to attack. She said, "We're not going to do anything unless he gives us a reason to do something. So our goal is not to start a fight." Asked under what conditions the U.S. would launch a preemptive strike, she said, "If you see him attack a military base, if you see some sort of intercontinental ballistic missile, then obviously we're going to do that. Right now, we're saying, don't test, don't use nuclear missiles, don't try and do any more actions." The envoy said Trump would step in if Kim fires a nuke or ICBM. But the dear leader shows no sign of stepping back from the brink of World War III. He is expected to test a nuke or a ballistic missile today to mark Military Foundation Day. It is the 85th anniversary of the founding of the Korean People's Army, and the dumpy despot likes to celebrate big dates by trying out his new toys. Haley said Kim was trying to flex his muscles because he is under pressure. She said, "I think he's just trying to show his strength to the people of his country, but it's not going to work." Trump has sent his largest nuclear submarine, the USS Michigan, to join nuclear aircraft carrier the USS Carl Vinson in warships from South Korea and Japan massing off the North Korean coast. Kim Jong-un conducts largest firing drill ever in war preparation, South Korea confirms. North Korea has carried out its largest firing drill today to mark the 85th anniversary of the country's military, Seoul has confirmed. Military forces conducted the latest saber-rattling drill in the eastern port city of Wonsan. Despot warmonger Kim Jong-un is believed to have taken part in the event. South Korea confirmed this morning the worrying live-fire drill had taken place. Pyongyang has marked important anniversaries with tests of its weapons. Huge crowds have gathered in Pyongyang for the public holiday as senior officials have gathered to deliver speeches. Tanks and 4x4s with turrets and missiles attached to the vehicles have been deployed in a carefully choreographed display of military might. It comes as the US, China and Japan have held talks in the past few days as Donald Trump weighs up whether to take military action against North Korea. North Korea has carried out 5 nuclear tests and a raft of missile tests. Donald Trump has proposed tougher sanctions against North Korea in a bid to economically strangle the communist state into submission and give up on its nuclear ambitions. Trump just turned the media's own new poll against them. They are going nuts. President Donald Trump has proven once again that he is the master of the media. Today, Washington Post ABC tried to publish one of their polls to discredit him and he flipped a big league. The polls revealed, amongst other things, that 96% to 98% of everyone that voted for Donald Trump is happy with their decision. I'm sure they were trying to act like us Trump supporters are gullible or some other BS. Nope. President Trump hopped on Twitter and took total control. See what I mean? The focus of the poll was to the alleged 42% approval rating of our president. The problem here is that most Trump supporters don't watch ABC or read Washington Post because they are notorious liars. So how can their polls be even a tiny bit accurate? Oh, and let's not forget that the same poll also found that most Americans approve of his America First policies, 75% to 25%, his handling of North Korea, 46% to 37%, and his ability to keep his promises, 44% to 41%. Of course, the media will never focus on that part. If you have been on the Trump train this whole time and think he is a great president so far, then do your part and help spread this around to every Trump supporter you know. Breaking, authorities prepping for nuke blast in major U.S. city right now, here's where it's happening. As tensions in several countries continue to rise against America, without any of our enemies backing down, word of secret operation right here in the homeland has just come out. We know our adversaries have nuke bombs and now are aware of a threat to use them in 2 major U.S. cities that has authorities preparing to beat them to the blast with what's underway right now. Although it's hard to take North Korea's whiny dictator seriously, it would be foolish not to secure certain states before it's potentially too late. Kim Jong-un continues to threaten the U.S., saying he's ready and willing to unleash hell, and now some theorists believe they have found evidence that suggests America's focus should be on our homeland and not in North Korea. An alert was reportedly issued over the weekend regarding Operation Gotham Shield. As the name suggests, the preparations are underway in New York, aka Gotham City, and also covers all of New Jersey as well. The government exercise is an improvised nuclear detonation incident, the Daily Mail reports. However, that's not all that was revealed, which has residents rightfully on edge. The happening to end all happenings will take place in 6 days, an anonymous user posted about Operation Gotham Shield on an online thread on Thursday, where details of the exercise were revealed. Although this is said to be just a simulation, some thinks it could become something worse. The post, which was shared to the Healthcare Association of New Jersey's page a couple of weeks ago, read: Exercise, Operation Gotham Shield, Improvised Nuclear Detonation Incident, April 26, 2017. This is a reminder that on April 26, 2017, Kanj/Linj will be participating in Operation Gotham Shield in conjunction with our NJSF No. 8 partners, including NJFLEP, New Jersey Medical Services Task Force, Office of the Medical Examiner, NJDHS Disaster Terrorism Branch, Urban Area Strategic Initiative, as well as State Office of Emergency Management, local, county and federal law enforcement agencies. Although the warning was very detailed and believed to be underway, the post has either since been removed or is being questioned as to the existence of it in the first place. The drill is said to be routine, and while we know military and government exercises occur all around us all the time, it's reasonable to believe that Operation Gotham Shield is real, and perhaps authorities didn't want inquiring minds meddling in the plans for security reasons, especially since specifics like time and place were provided. On Tuesday, April 25, 2017, at 08:00 the Gotham Shield exercise will take place at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, and J. Tyson Morey, ERHC Helicopter Emergency Response Program, HERP, coordinator, shared in the announcement, according to the Daily Mail's report. This exercise will simulate a large-scale terrorist attack on the NY/NG metropolitan area, with MetLife Stadium serving as a triage, collection point for victims and emergency response personnel, the announcement continued. This will be a large-scale event with numerous federal, state, county and local agencies participating. It should be very similar in size and scope to the Operation Red Zone drill of 2011. According to Snopes, Operation Gotham Shield is a legitimate and routine multi-agency and organization disaster drill. While some may see this as an extreme conspiracy theory, it's important to note that these are common tests and practices to help agencies prepare for events that could very much become a reality, like terrorist attacks have. It's not a risk to people's safety, in fact, it's just the opposite. Should this be taking place, Americans can rest assured that those whose job it is to serve and protect us are prepared for the worst-case scenario. Should this be taking place, Americans can rest assured that those whose job it is to serve and protect us are prepared for the worst-case scenario. Breaking, North Korea just issued sinister threat to U.S. Navy, now an emergency Senate meeting is underway. Kim Jong-un is absolutely nuts, and I don't think anyone will argue with me on that. It seems that this madman is doing his best to push the entire world into nuclear war. The erratic behavior by the North Korean regime has given those in DC reason to be very concerned. Now, Those concerns have only been grown after North Korea's latest threat to the U.S. Navy. Yesterday, North Korea further escalated tensions with the United States. Instead of North Korea heeding President Trump's warnings to stand down, Kim Jong-un only upped the ante. According to a Reuters report, North Korea said that they would sink President Trump's armada if they felt threatened. Trump ordered that the USS Carl Vinson carrier strike group sail to the Korean peninsula in response to the growing tensions. Which seems pretty logical to me considering that Kim Jong-un has been letting off missiles into the Sea of Japan. Our revolutionary forces are combat ready to sink the U.S. nuclear-powered aircraft carrier with a single strike, the Rodong Sinmun, the newspaper of the North's ruling Workers' Party, said in a commentary. The paper likened the aircraft carrier to a gross animal and said a strike on it would be an actual example to show our military's force. The commentary was carried on page 3 of the newspaper, after a 2-page feature about leader Kim Jong-un inspecting a pig farm. After these threats were discovered, President Trump made an unprecedented move. He called the Senate to the White House to be briefed on the tensions. The briefing is so that all 100 members of the Senate are aware of the North Korean situation. According to Fox News, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, Secretary